Good morning, class 7 We are reading the second chapter of our geography book, that is the interior of the earth. So we have learned about the three main layers of our earth. Three main layers of our earth, that is crust, the mantle and the core. So we have learned about these three in our previous lecture. So today we will start from page number 99. Open page number 99 of your book. Open page number 99 of your book, minerals. Today we will read about minerals. Okay. So open page number 99. So we will start reading the chapter. Rocks are composed of different naturally occurring substances called minerals. So some rocks are having a great chemical composition, a good chemical composition. So they are known as minerals. They are known as minerals. Okay, having a great property of chemical composition. It has already certain defined physical properties. So there are basically certain physical properties are there. Physical properties means related to their color, their size, their chemical composition, their texture. So basically the minerals are the combination of the chemical composition. Okay. Minerals are broadly classified into two, metallic and non-metallic minerals. So there are two types of minerals. First of all, what is mineral? Mineral is the composition. Minerals are the rocks, are composed from the rocks, and they are the chemical composition. Minerals are the rocks. Minerals are composed from rocks. Minerals are composed from rocks, and they are having unique chemical composition. They are having unique chemical composition. They are having unique chemical composition. इसीलिए इनको minerals कहा जाता है, इनको rocks नहीं कहा जाता, क्योंकि इनके पास जो होता है chemical composition, they are having a unique chemical composition. That's why they are termed as minerals. They are not called as rocks. So there are two types of minerals. The first one is metallic minerals and other one is non-metallic mineral. So first of all, read the definition about the mineral which is given on page number 99. Then we will continue with two types of mineral, that is metallic mineral and non-metallic mineral. First of all, read the definition which is given on page number 99. Thank you. So now we will read about the two types of minerals. So two types of minerals are the metallic mineral and non-metallic mineral. Metallic minerals are found in the igneous rock. Igneous rock, I have already told you, that are formed from the lava. These rocks are formed from the lava. In my previous lecture, I have told you about the igneous rock, the rock which is formed from the lava. It comes out, sometimes the lava came out and they were in the fine grain particles. They are exhaustive phase and some are the inside. So intrusive rocks. You have already learned this in the previous class. So metallic minerals are found in the igneous rock, means near the lava area. Okay. So which type of the minerals are found over there? Iron, copper, bauxite and many more other important minerals are found from there. Metallic minerals are found in igneous rock. Metallic minerals are found in igneous rock. For example, iron, copper, bauxite and etc. And non-metallic minerals is found in sedimentary rocks. Non-metallic are found in sedimentary rocks. I have already told you about the sedimentary rocks. For example, take a 1 glass of water, a muddy water, keep it for 1 hour or for 2 hours. All the mud was deposited at the bottom and the fresh water came up. So like this the sedimentary rocks form. एक बार हवा चली, कुछ particles आ गए, then waterfall हुआ, then हवा चली, wind, waterfall, like this. They are deposited and they form a sedimentary rocks. So non-metallic minerals are found in sedimentary rocks. Non-metallic minerals are found in sedimentary rocks. For example, limestone. I've already told you this limestone is known as chuna in Hindi. So there are two types of minerals: the metallic minerals that are found in the igneous rock. For example, iron, copper, bauxite, and many more are there. And non-metallic minerals found in sedimentary rocks. Learn this: metallic found in igneous rock and non-metallic found in sedimentary rocks. Example are iron and copper are the example of the metallic one, and limestone is the example of the non-metallic one. Okay, so read that. Minerals are broadly classified into two types: metallic and non-metallic. Okay. Now, metallic minerals are found mainly in igneous rock. I have already told you this is found in the igneous rock. Rocks which are highly contained of metallic minerals are known as ores. The iron, copper, bauxite are the example of metallic minerals. So, iron, copper, and bauxite are the example of metallic minerals. And non-metallic minerals, limestone, mica, chalcocline are the example of non-metallic minerals. They are mainly found in sedimentary rocks. They are mainly found in sedimentary rocks. So what is the difference between the metallic mineral and the non-metallic minerals? Metallic minerals are found in igneous rock and non-metallic minerals found in sedimentary rocks. Example, iron, copper, and here the example is you can write many examples: mica and limestone, and many more are there. So you can learn these examples from your book. So our next topic is the rock cycle. So we will discuss about the rock cycle, how the rocks are formed, how the rocks are formed on this earth. So the rock cycle is given on page number 100, this diagram. I hope this is visible to you. You can see this now. So first of all, read this rock cycle, then we will discuss about the rock cycle. Okay. Now we will read about rock cycle. Study the image given below. As we can see, the formation of all rocks starts from magma. So formation of all rocks started from the magma. When the magma came out like this, so some of the particles came out of the earth and they were grained into the fine particles. They are known as the, I have already told you, they are the igneous rock also. And some are inside, they were not able to came outside from this lava, and they are inside the crust. They are inside the crust, and some came out. So they are the exhaustive rocks, and they are inside, they are the intrusive rocks. So all the rocks are formed from magma. All the rocks are formed from magma. Remember this. All the rocks are formed from the magma. कुछ बाहर आ जाते हैं particles. Some particles came out. They are called intrusive rocks. Some particles are inside. They are not able to came outside. कुछ बाहर नहीं आ पाते. That's why they are known as intrusive rocks. You have learned this. Then after this, the process of sedimentation है. So first of all, we have framed the igneous rock from lava. पहले igneous rocks were made from lava. Then some particles came out and they are turned into the small particles. They turn into small particles. So after that, the next process is sedimentary rocks. So how sedimentary rocks are formed? Due to soil erosion. Due to soil erosion, weathering. तो क्या होता है बच्चा, ये जो बड़े बड़े जो पत्थर होते हैं, ये due to soil erosion they break into small particles. They break into small particles. Okay. And after that, wind blow, हवा चल रही है, wind blow, moving water. So इससे क्या होता है कि सारे पत्थर एक जगह डिपॉजिट होने लगते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे डिपॉजिट होने लगे. Okay. So all the small particles started depositing over here. Okay. So like this, one layer fade, then other layer form, then other layer form. Like this, the sedimentary rocks form. Like this, the sedimentary rocks form. First of all, the igneous rock form. First one, igneous form by lava. Igneous किससे बनी? lava से. The lava came out on the earth and they are turned into the small particles. Okay, they are known as exhaustive rock. When that rocks or that tiny particles passes by the wind or by the water, they flow and they deposited on one area like this. One layer, then other layer, then other layer. They are forming the sedimentary rocks. They are forming the sedimentary rocks. And when the igneous and sedimentary rocks, are kept in a high pressure and high heat, then the मेटाफोरिक रॉक्स आर फॉर्म। जब इग्नियस और सेडिमेंट्री रॉक को हाई प्रेशर और हाई हीट में रखा जाता है तो वो किसमें कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं, वो किसमें कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं, मेटाफोरिक रॉक्स में। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इग्नियस रॉक्स बने फ्रॉम द लावा, देन आफ्टर दैट सेडिमेंट्री रॉक्स आर फ्रेम्ड by the deposition of the small particles of the soil and all that. After that, when both the igneous and the sedimentary rocks are kept on high pressure and high heat, so they form a metamorphic rocks. The example of metamorphic rock is limestone. I have already told you and you have read that in the previous lecture. So this is the rock cycle about the formation of the rock. So we have read that igneous rocks are brought to the surface on the earth due to the earth moves like a folding and floating. Over a million of years, the rocks break down by the weathering and erosion to the sedimentation. So, for the process of sedimentation, it takes million of years. Million of years are taken to form the sedimentary rocks. ये एक टाइम का प्रोसेसिंग है कि एक बार हुआ और बन गया. It takes million of years to form sedimentary rocks. Okay, the sediments are transported by water, wind and ice to the different places. So how these stone came here? By the process of wind or by the moving water. Okay, like this they started depositing over here, one layer, then other layer, and then another layer, then the sedimentary rock formed. The sediments are transported by the water, wind, ice to the different places where they are deposited in the layer. So they are started depositing in the layer. They are deposited in the layer. 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, 4 layer. Like this, many of the layers are formed. Okay. Over a time, the sediment built up till the eventually composed and hardened from the sedimentary rock. Sometime when they are subject to the condition of high pressure. When high pressure is there, when high pressure is there, then metamorphic rocks are formed. जब igneous rock और sedimentary rock को high pressure में रखा जाता है तब metamorphic rock form होती हैं. For example of metamorphic rock is limestone. The movement of the earth push up metamorphic rocks depend into the matter where they changes back to molten magma which can again solidify to form igneous rock. This continuous process through which one of the rocks is changed into the other is called a water cycle. So what happened? Then the metamorphic rocks goes inside. फिर वो metamorphic rocks अंदर चलेंगे, crust के अंदर चलेंगे. Okay. Then they are kept on high pressure, and from the heat ये melt हो जाती है. Started melting and they form magma. Some metamorphic rocks are inside and due to the high pressure and high heat, क्योंकि अर्थ के नीचे बहुत प्रेशर है और बहुत गर्मी है, so because of that rocks, जो पत्थर होते, जो rocks होते, started melting and they form in a magma. Again magma form. Again they solidify means again ये कूल अपनी स्टेज पे आ जाते हैं, ये ठंडे हो जाते हैं और ये फिर से मेटाफोरिक रॉक्स इग्नियस रॉक में फ्रेम आउट हो जाती है. ये प्रोसेस है. ओके, I will explain this process once again to you. First of all, read this paragraph very carefully. Then I will once again explain this to you. So how the rocks are formed? First of all, the rocks are formed from the lava. Lava came out. Lava बाहर आता है. They came out. After that, they cooled down and they form igneous rock. Okay. Then igneous rocks turn into fine particles and they flow by water or by wind, and they started depositing in one place. It take million of years. Okay, million of years. I hope this part is clear to you. First of all, lava came out and then they cooled down and they formed igneous rock. Then igneous rocks, because of the weather and because of the soil erosion, they turn into fine particles and they flow by water and wind, and they started depositing at one place, and they started framing the sedimentary rocks. Yes or no? And some of the igneous rock, they were unable to came out. ये बाहर नहीं आ पाते because they are very big and heavy particles. They are not able to came out in a form of magma. So they remain inside the earth. Or you can say that they remain inside the crust. वो crust के अंदर ही रह जाते हैं. And because of high temperature, they cool down. Okay, they cool down. First of all, they form in magma. Because of high pressure, they form in magma, and afterwards they cool down. These rocks, first of all, because of high pressure, वो magma में transform हो जाते हैं. Magma means a material that is not proper solid or not proper liquid. ऐसा material जो ना ही proper solid होता है, ना ही proper liquid होता है. This is known as magma. तो ये जो stones होते हैं, ये जो rocks होती है, because of high pressure, they converted into magma, and after that they cool down, and again they frame igneous rock. Again they are converted into igneous rocks. Okay, so this is the process of rock. First of all, igneous rock, then sedimentary rock, then metamorphic, and again they are converted into igneous rock because of high pressure inside the earth. I hope this part is clear to you. Now fossil fuel. Fossil fuel are important source of energy found in sedimentary rocks. Fossil fuel are formed as a result of decomposition of fossils, plant and animals, and the dead millions of years ago and got buried deep into the earth crust. So what is fossil fuel? Fossil fuel are the dead bodies. You can say that the dead bodies of plants or animals. Dead bodies of plants and animals. Okay, they buried down in the earth. earth के अंदर buried हो जाते हैं for a million of years, and they form in fossil fuel, and they form as a fossil fuel. The death of plant and animals, the dead bodies of plant and animals, they buried down into the earth for a million of years, and they form fossil fuel. First of all, read this about the fossil fuel. Then we will read about the use of rocks and minerals and fossil fuel. So what are the uses of rocks and minerals and the fossil fuel? So first of all, read the definition of the fossil fuel, which is given on page number 100. Read that. So how the fossil fuel are formed? Fossil fuel are important source of energy found in sedimentary rocks. Fossil fuels are found in sedimentary rocks. Fossil fuels are found in sedimentary rocks. Okay, they are found in sedimentary rocks. What are the fossil fuels? The death and decay of plants and animals. Death and decay of plants and animals for a million of years. For a million of years. So they are formed as fossil fuel. Fossil fuel are found in sedimentary rocks. And what are they? They are the death and decay of plants and animals. They are buried in that. They are buried in the sedimentary rocks. ये इसी लेयर में buried होते हैं. Okay, They are buried over here like this, and for a million of years they are kept like this, and they form as a fossil fuel. They form as a fossil fuel. I hope this part is clear to you. Now the uses of rocks and minerals and fossil fuel. Rock, minerals and fossil fuel are important natural resource. Rocks are mainly used in the construction. They are used to make building blocks, cement and concrete. They are also used for the industries. Rocks are such as marble and a soapstone are used to make sculptures. Minerals are the sources of the several important metals such as iron, gold, aluminium, copper, silver, iron. Ore is used to make steel. Most of the energy we use came from fossil. Fossil fuel are used for various activities including cooking, driving vehicles and running factories. So we have learned about the rock, minerals and the fossil fuel in this chapter. Okay, we have learned about rocks, minerals and about fossil fuel. So why all these are important? Why we are reading about this? If we are reading about this, it means it is very important. So why these three are mainly very important? So rocks are used to make bricks. ब्रिक्स होंगे तो घर बनेंगे, इंडस्ट्रीज बनेंगी, we get cement from that. Minerals like aluminium, iron, they are used. You all know that we are using the iron materials and the aluminium materials. We are using that. And fossil fuel means that we are using for cooking and for the movement of the vehicles. Vehicles चलाने के लिए use होते हैं for the driving and all that. So we are using the rock, mineral and the fossil fuel. Now we will discuss deep about the rock, uses of rock, fossil fuel and about the minerals in detail. Okay. So what are the uses of rocks? Rocks are used for the construction, for making industries, for building house, and marbles are used. You all know that we use marble for building our house, our factories or our offices. What are the uses of minerals? Minerals like iron. Iron is used for making many equipments like fan is there and cooler is there. Many vehicles are there, cars are there, scooters are there. We are using iron in that. Gold is gold. Your mother used to wear the jewelries of gold, the necklace and this bracelets and all that. Bangles are there. Aluminium, many utensils are available in the market which are made up of aluminium. Copper wire is there and copper is used in many other utensils also. So all these rocks, minerals and fossil fuels are very important. Rocks are used for construction, minerals are used for iron. Minerals like iron, gold and aluminium are used for the jewelry making or for the many essentials requirement. And fossil fuel gives us energy. What is the role of fossil fuel? Fossil fuel gives us energy. Fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, diesel. So what are the use of that? They give us energy. Energy देते हैं. Because when we are driving a car, we require petrol in that or we require diesel in that. Yes or no? To run this car, without petrol or without diesel, can you drive this car? No. This car required energy in a form of fossil fuel. So that's after that we can drive this car for cooking. LPG gas are used. Yes or no? This is also a fossil fuel. Running factories, diesels are used, petrols are used. So all these are the fossil fuel. Coal is a very important fossil fuel that is found on this earth. So we have read this, that the uses of rocks, minerals and fossil fuel, all these are found inside our earth. All rocks are found inside the earth, minerals are found inside the earth, fossil fuels are found inside the earth. All these are found inside our earth. So there are the three layers of our earth. You know that very well. The first one, the upper part is the crust, then the mantle, the next part is the mantle and the core. So all these are found in these layers. And where the human live on the crust part. Human lives on the crust part. So we have completed the chapter. I explained each and every point to you. So what is your homework? Your homework is that you will write. The homework is that you will write about the importance of fossil fuel and all this in your rough notebook, and you will do all the FIB and all the exercises which are given in this. Okay, you will do all the FIB exercises and you will find out the question answer. So what is your homework? What is the homework? Homework is do page number 102 and 103. 102 and 103. This is your homework. Thank you and have a nice day. If you are having any doubt, you can go to the students app in the doubt section and you can raise your doubt from there. Okay, read the chapter very carefully and clear up your doubts.